So hello people, how you going? My name is Glenn, as you can see from the other videos, and I would probably affiliate with the centre left. So let's talk about the centre anyway. So, as you know, with the centre, you have nationalists. Yeah mate, people who are really Australian and fucking want to be really Australian, yeah. These are people on the right, and they have more conservative values, but they're not all right-wingers. There's a lot of right that are in the centre, so centre-right. So those people would be the moderate Republicans in the United States, the moderate Tories in the United Kingdom. In Australia, they will be the moderate Liberals. So Liberals is actually like a centre-right party. And what makes them more right is that they also have right-wingers. So, they are the centre-right. And also, we have, this one, the centre-left. So, these are the ones that have more socialist policies. In Australia, they'll be more like Labor. In America, they're the Democrats. In the United Kingdom, they're also Labor. But in Australia, the Greens is also either a centre-right or, not centre-right, centre-left or left-wing. So, there's actually more centre in a country than what people think. But a lot of these are centre-left parties, Labor, the Democrats, not Labor in Britain, that's gone more left, but Labor in Australia and the Democrats and Liberal have a perception that they've gone more right in current eras. But the problem we have these days is that money, is getting involved in politics a lot more. And people think that that's something new. No, that's not nothing. That's nothing new. That's been around for thousands of years. If you look in, like I've looked at 1800s United Kingdom, all those people in the government, they were rich bastards, weren't they? They owned land. A lot of them were lords and all that shit. And a lot of them were business people. And they actually run the government. And the poor had no say in what the government outcomes. And, I think Mark Blyth said, and I've also read about it as well, that the Industrial Revolution actually kick-started capitalism going really full steam because, sheep become a commodity. It was very valuable around the world. The wool was. And, there was a lot of land. But the problem is that there was too many people on the land, so they had to commodify the land somehow. So they wanted to put sheep on it. And to do that, they had to kick off a lot of the people from the land, and a lot of them died. So they done that, and then land became valuable. So that was the start of the capitalism. And that's what right-wingers actually love capitalism. Left-wingers, they prefer a centralised economy, but we know that turns out shit. And as you can see from capitalism, capitalism is starting to kill itself, isn't it? Because it was supposed to be a system in which a lot of the benefits were recycled and a lot of it went to the rich, but also the poor. But at the moment, there's no such thing happening. All the profits are going to the rich, and the middle and the poor are getting screwed. So capitalism is destroying itself. And maybe it's had a good run, maybe it's about time it died. And the GFC. The GFC was just a system where the government put money into rich people. So quantitative easing is pumping money into the economy, but it went all to the banks, in which they should have probably just given like $100,000 to everyone that owned a house for them to pay it off. It would have probably been a lot better. So quantitative easing They pump money into the banks, so the people in the investment part actually become richer. So that's why, well, that's a basic outline. It's far more complex than that. And there are a lot of avid channels on YouTube you can watch. So the center is, well, it's been crumbling. And those reasons that I just said before are the reasons why. The rich are getting richer, the people are getting angrier, and they're returning either to the left and right, and they're actually destroying the center. Now the center is actually a place where the left and right come together. And so we take the good policies, like the right have a policy of bettering yourself, bettering yourself for the good of you and your family. And the left have the policy of bettering society. Well, the centre has a policy of bettering yourself as well as bettering society. So if you better yourself for the good, you better society as well. And that's basically what the centre is. As well as, well, the right have more capitalists, so free market ideas. The left have more socialist and centrally planned policies. The centre has both of those policies. So we have a free market, but we also have socialism. Now, a lot of people like to cite Denmark, Norway, Sweden, Finland as good policies, but Australia also is, it's not as good as those countries, but it is, well, on the way to getting there. United States is probably the worst of those policies, but it does have a socialist policy like food stamps. It does have capitalism, a free market, and it has regulations on that free market. Don't kid yourself, America is not actually a full free market economy. That will be Hong Kong, and well, I actually would not work in Hong Kong. So Hong Kong's a free market, but the people generally work 10 to 12 hour days. They work half a day on Saturday. There's Sundays off, but sometimes they're called into work. And they do have 2 weeks public holiday, and then you have other public holidays. The wages are probably comparable to Australia, but working in Australia is a lot less stressful. So Hong Kong is a free market economy, probably the freest. It's also pretty bad to live in. So the centre tries to take the best policies of both sides and puts them together so it benefits everyone. So we look after the disabled, but if they want to go out and work, they can. So I myself, I like the centre. The centre is good because, well, with free market you can start a business and do whatever you want in that business, but also we can look after those who do not have the abilities, so those who are disabled, either mentally or physically, and cannot actually do a business, those that are very sick and need external care to help, and those that are just unable to get a job, probably because the job climate is not actually great, the economy is doing poorly. And then you have a business side, which actually promotes innovation and advancement in technology. Now, a lot of the advancement in technology is done by universities, but businesses can and do, like this iPhone that Samsung I'm recording on, take these technologies and make something new and useful for society. Because each of these technologies by themselves is pretty, we can use it in a society, but it's pretty useless. But businesses can innovate these type of areas, technology. Although some areas like water, electricity, it's really not profitable for them to be in, and you need subsidies for that. So that's my take on what the centre is. And let it out, let it all out. The centre, we talk to each other. The left and right talk to each other. You don't talk to each other, you're just making a wall at the moment. That's basically what's happening. You got the left on one side, the right on the other side, and everyone rocks at each other. That's basically what they're doing. And it's just making people on both sides angrier. I was reading 1930s Germany. The left and right used to kill each other. Not only Germany, but other countries as well. And I think that we are going down that path. So we need to revitalise the centre. The centre is the place where both sides can talk, to the exclusion of the fundamentalists who on both sides are just total fuckwits and deserve to be, hounded to hell because they like to kill people. But those who are willing to talk can come to the centre, left or right. I'm willing to converse with you, and basically politics is compromise. Without compromise you have conflict, and I know not everyone actually can get their own way. It's virtually impossible because you're not going to please everyone. So, in conclusion, come and join in the centre so we can talk, and then we can resolve what problems we have now. Except if you're a lobbyist and a businessman, you can go back to the economy, but politics doesn't belong to you. Thank you, and have an awesome time, people. Bye-bye.